am, and what's the problem with that? When did this fucking country go so downhill and become this sober nation where... would you say, oh, yeah, I saw Pryor in the 70s, but he's all coked up and stuff. Yeah. Oh, we saw Dean Martin in 1959 at the Frontier, but he's all a big boozer.
Right, he was hammered. He slurred.
I don't get a break from fucking life. Do you understand? You do.
Why do I get a break?
Because you get to drink.
Well, but you know,
I'm not allowed to drink. I'm allowed, but then I'm allowed, like the guy said, I can do what I want with my body, but then I got to go sit in Rikers fucking Island.
Well, and I'm paying the price in my career for drinking. Let's be honest. Me going up and chasing one of the big agents down the street, hammered with plastic paddles that I had gotten from a homeless guy, chasing him down the street going, here's my business card. It says Spider-Man on it. And he's walking with another agent going, this guy is out of his fucking mind. And you know what? Good. I don't care about those.
Yeah, you're taking your lumps.
All they care about television.
Those douches are just leeches. And as soon as that, being chased down the street drunk, is something that's drawing a crowd.
Yeah, they'll sign you right up.
And they're going to get my dick on their forehead, hopefully, and a shot because...
No, you'll suck right up.
You will.
No, I won't.
You will, Brett.
No,
you need money for alcohol.
You will one time.
You need money for more drugs and alcohol.
The point is, this is the most boring generation in the history of this country. This is absolutely the most dull... That's what I say. If you want to win the war on drugs, attack the source of the drug problem. And that's whoever made life so absolutely fucking dull and predictable anymore that you want to eat poison to get away from it. You want to arrest the right people. Arrest TGI Fridays and Ashton Kutcher and Vin Diesel and whoever.
And Bernie Mac now. He just made the list.
Yeah, no.
Why? What did Bernie Mac do?
No, I'm just saying all the things that make life so... plane and whoever made PT Cruisers as sports cars and roughing the passer penalties.
Yeah,
whoever made the 5-day work week where 5 of your days have to suck to get 2 good ones in return.
Yeah, that's a great
5 days.
Yeah, great. You sit in the fucking office all week,
building
staring
you
at
can't
a computer.
Afford.
Right? You can feel the tumors, the sockets. You can feel them. You start naming your tumors because you're so bored with your miserable life. And then what do you get on Friday? You get dress down day.
Yeah,
dress down day. I got to go to chemo on Wednesday, but I can wear Reeboks on Friday.
You can wear a Hawaiian shirt. That's motivation.
What about kick the shit out of your coworker Wednesday? Why don't they have that?
I'm telling you, if we can get one person that just has the balls to just fucking quit. I mean, I'm not talking to you with the mortgage and the 7 half-retarded kids. You're too deep in, but the one guy out there that really could go somewhere else and you're just putting it off. Get your cell phone, walk right up to your boss and tell him to fuck himself.
Or a really hot girl, because she's always going to get hired.
No, that's really sad when you see hot chicks doing shit they hate. When you could just show your tits for money.
Exactly.
Like, why not rape the system? This system sucks so badly. Why would you... Who instilled that sense of pride and hard work in you that it's just going to make you gray and miserable? Go show your tits. Give a hand job with a rubber glove. Do something.
Right.
I mean,
rubber glove. That's the wish list. Somebody quits their job and a hand job with a rubber glove.
Hey, did Provenza call in? This is wicked funny, this Aristocrats movie. Do you have Provenza? Has he called in yet? All right. Yeah, you know what? Oh. That's why I had my cell phone in here. I had to shut it off because it started playing Benny Hill theme music right in the middle of Michael Badnarik, but that's probably appropriate. That Badnarik thing, that was probably a bad idea. I must suck interview. And
I thought it was a good interview.
I didn't mind him at all, man. I was waiting to get pissed
but no one
off
wants
at him.
to hear about politics. And
he didn't come off that way. I liked it. It was, honestly, Doug, I know you're kind of tired of a lot of shit, but you're a fucking miserable fucking human being. Let me tell you something, how bad I wanted to kick the shit out of Doug Stanhope last night. We go to fucking Caroline's, right? This biggest club in the city.
Right.
And they're like, hey, Doug, you want to do some time? He's like, not really.
No, I said definitely not.
I mean, I'm over there trying to blow Louis Veranda.
Right, exactly.
He's gay, too, and I would blow him. I would.
You could borrow my knee pads.
Yeah, and he won't. I can't even get a spot there. Doug's turning down spots.
No,
he doesn't know how much we go through here.
Well, but you know what? I'll agree there.
He don't care.
That's the point, is why I turned it down. There's people that need that time. I don't really need to say this shit one more time in my life.
But they weren't on the Man Show.
They didn't do premium blend.
Yeah.
By the way, I got to talk about this because we were talking about how comedy's changed. TV has changed comedy, and every comedian that wants to be a TV comic, the censorship and the level has gone down. Isaac Whitty, who's a very funny comedian.
Yeah, Isaac's good.
Structures his premium blend set for him to end on a tagline, punchline, callback to another joke. They edited it out. He got applause, and he said good night. They edited out that line and then just went to him good night when it was silent.
Oh, it's horrible.
And I'm saying, how can you allow anybody in the edit room that is not attached to that comedy to edit the sets? That's what I'm saying, is that censorship is actually taking what we do and just ripping it apart because
censorship, people think about, that's fucking shit and piss and cock. But no, censorship, like on Comedy Central, I couldn't talk about drugs if it wasn't a negative. That's, again, one of the reasons I wanted positive drug stories, and we keep swearing we're going to get to the phone calls.
The positive drug stories. One time a guy died in the shooting gallery. I was standing up, and then I had a place to sit. That's positive.
Were you waiting?
No, he died. I sat on him.
But again, I'm not pushing drugs. Some people have problems with them, some people don't. But you never hear the don't side of the story, where some kid does coke one time when he's 17. He's going to think he's he's going to have
he's going to be blowing people.
That's why you have bad trips on it. Hallucinogens is because your head's so full of the bullshit. You're like you don't know if that's supposed to be happening or not.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, I would say that I've never had a bad time on drugs, and if I did, it was probably because I ran out of drugs and the alcohol kicked in. Because that's when it gets ugly for me, is that if I have enough narcotics or stuff to cover the alcohol...
Your body doesn't know to fall down anymore when it would have otherwise. Who do we got on the phone? Do we got someone?
John in Ohio.
John in Ohio, talk to me. Validate my existence, or just tell me that I ruined the man show. I love that.
Me too.
John?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
What's up? Am I on the...
Yeah, you're on the air.
Okay.
In front of tens of listeners.
Yeah, sorry, man. That fucking libertarian guy that you had on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's fucking nuts. It's impossible not to have any government regulation, which is what the whole Libertarian Party is based around.
It's based on, not no regulation.
Dude, they want to get rid of OSHA. They want to get rid of the National Highway System. They want to get rid of the FDA.
Wait, they want to get rid of highways?
The National Highway System?
All right, you're gonna. I have no idea what you're talking about, but
they want to cover the sun.
No, but dude, think about how hard it would
I think you're thinking of Mr. Burns.
I was just gonna right on.
You're talking about Vic Henley.
But think about how hard it would be if they didn't have a national plan for how the highway...
Think about how much fun it would be. Sure, things would be horrible, and maybe you'd get fucked over a lot more, but you'd be free to make your own decisions.
That's the fucking point. The Libertarian Party works well for rich people. Because
it smells like somebody from another party to me.
No, hold on one second. I'm all behind, the legalization of drugs, and that's all cool with me.
Yeah, but you still want the government to babysit you when you're feeling blue.
Dude, babysit me. I want the FDA there telling me, making sure that they're not selling me poisonous meat.
Oh, well,
no, you know what?
How many times is someone going to sell you poisonous meat and stay in business?
Look at how it was back in the 1920s when there was no government regulation.
Oh, other than prohibition?
Ford would have people die on the assembly lines and pull them aside because they didn't give a fuck about that person and put someone else in that spot. Because the reality is big business only cares about turning a fucking profit.
But Upton Sinclair changed that with the book about the slaughterhouses.
Which brought about the FDA.
Exactly.
Which brought about government regulation, which fixed the problem.
It didn't fix the problem. The problem is that I give the government $1, and they take 80 cents to administer the 20 cents for the program.
Sir, you just don't like gay people. You're homophobic.
I don't want you calling in here gay bashing.
There's definitely some room for reform and
believe me, I don't.
But you can't go to the extreme that the Libertarian Party wants to go with.
I would rather go towards the extreme than away from it.
Yeah, don't use that word. Don't use the N-word.
I'm not a Libertarian Party member. They make the most sense of anyone out there that is.
They don't though. When you take it out, dude. What I'm saying is that if you allow business
All right.
To not be regulated and to go.
If you can get this into a hooker story in 30 seconds, we won't cut you off, but people are going to get bored.
So then I started fucking this bitch.
Yeah, there you go. In the ass.
California. Yeah. And what actually happened was she was a transvestite. So
no more transvestite.
Killing her.
I put that on my website, the transvestite thing. Or well, no.